Most people lose their websites not because of bad content, not because of bad design, but because they chose the wrong cheap web hosting. You've probably seen hosting plans that cost just a few dollars and promise unlimited everything. Unlimited storage, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited websites. But here's the truth no one talks about. 90% of cheap hosting providers actually destroy your website's speed, SEO, and user experience. So the big question is cheap web hosting always bad? Or is there a way to find cheap web hosting that actually works? In this video, I'm not here to sell you hype. I'm not here to promote random hosting just for commissions. I'm here to break down real, honest, budget-friendly web hosting that beginners, bloggers, and small businesses can actually rely on. By the end of this video, you'll know which cheap hosting providers are worth your money, which ones you should avoid at all costs, and how to choose the best cheap hosting based on your exact needs. So if you're planning to start a website in 2026, or if your current site is slow and hosted on a cheap server, watch this video till the end. It can literally save you months of frustration and money. Let's get started. Before we jump into the cheapest hosting providers, there's something very important you need to understand. When people hear the word cheap hosting, they automatically think it's slow, unreliable, and unsafe. But cheap hosting is not the real problem. Backhand index pointing right, the real problem is choosing the wrong cheap hosting. You see, not every website needs expensive hosting. If you're just starting out, running a small blog, an affiliate website, or a basic business site, paying high monthly fees makes no sense. Most beginners waste money because they buy hosting that's too powerful for their needs, or they fall for marketing tricks like unlimited everything. And both choices can hurt you in different ways. Let me make this simple. What is cheap web hosting, actually? Cheap web hosting usually means shared hosting. That's where multiple websites share the same server resources. Now, sharing resources is not bad by default. The problem starts when a hosting company overloads one server with too many websites, uses outdated hardware, or cuts costs on customer support and security. That's when your website becomes slow, goes down randomly, and struggles to rank on Google. Who should use cheap hosting? Cheap hosting actually works perfectly if you are a beginner creating your first website, a blogger or content creator, running a small business or portfolio site, testing a new idea or niche website. But if you're running a high-traffic e-commerce store, or a large enterprise website, then cheap hosting is not for you, and I'll explain that later in the video. Cheap versus bad hosting, there's a difference. Here's something most YouTubers won't tell you. Some hosting providers are cheap because they operate at scale, they optimize their infrastructure, and they offer beginner-focused plans. Others are cheap because they oversell servers, ignore performance, and disappear when you need support. In this video, we're focusing on the first category. Hosting that is affordable, reliable, beginner-friendly, and proven to work in real-world use. In the next section, I'll show you exactly how to judge cheap hosting, so you never get scammed by marketing again. Before I recommend any cheap hosting provider, you need to understand how to judge web hosting the right way. Because price alone means nothing. A $2 hosting plan can either run your website smoothly for years, or completely ruin your online journey. So here are the 6 most important factors that decide whether cheap hosting actually works or not. Keycap 1: Speed and performance. Website speed is everything. If your website takes more than 3 seconds to load, most visitors will leave, no matter how good your content is. Cheap hosting often fails here because slow servers, overloaded shared resources, poor optimization. When I evaluate hosting, I look at SSD or NVMe storage. Server response time. Basic performance optimization. Because even on a budget, speed should never be compromised. Uptime and reliability. Uptime simply means how often your website stays online. Good hosting should offer at least 99.9% uptime. If your website is frequently down, you lose visitors. You lose trust. And Google pushes your site down in search results. Cheap hosting that actually works must be stable, not randomly offline at the worst possible times. Keycap 3 Customer Support. This is where most cheap hosting fails. When something breaks, you need fast and helpful support, especially as a beginner. I always check 24/7 live chat or ticket support. Response time. Quality of answers. Because cheap hosting with bad support is a nightmare. Keycap 4 Security features. Even beginner websites get attacked. So minimum security should include free SSL certificate, basic firewall protection, regular backups. If a hosting provider charges extra for these basics, that's a red flag. Keycap 5 Ease of use. If you're a beginner, you shouldn't struggle just to manage your website. Good cheap hosting should offer simple control panel, one-click WordPress installation, easy email and domain management. Complex dashboards scare beginners away, and that's not okay. Keycap 6 Pricing and renewal traps. This is the biggest trap in cheap hosting. Many companies show very low first-year prices and extremely high renewal costs. In this video, I'll clearly tell you initial price, renewal price, and whether it's worth it long-term. No hidden surprises. Let's start with one of the most popular and affordable hosting providers in the world, Hostinger. Hostinger is often recommended as a cheap hosting option. But the real question is, does it actually work? Why Hostinger is considered cheap? Hostinger's entry-level plans are extremely affordable, especially for beginners. That's why new bloggers, students, small website owners are attracted to it. But cheap price alone is not enough. So let's judge Hostinger using the criteria we discussed earlier. Keycap 1 Performance and speed. For a budget hosting provider, Hostinger performs surprisingly well. It uses Lightspeed servers, SSD/NVMe storage on most plans, built-in caching. This means faster loading times, better performance even on shared hosting. For small to medium websites, Hostinger's speed is more than enough. Keycap 2 Uptime and stability. Hostinger promises 99.9% uptime. And in real-world usage, it stays stable most of the time. For beginners, this level of reliability is completely acceptable. Your website won't randomly disappear every week, which is a common problem with low-quality cheap hosting. Keycap 3 Ease of use, beginner-friendly. This is one of Hostinger's biggest strengths. Instead of cPanel, Hostinger uses its own custom dashboard called hPanel. It is clean, simple, very easy for beginners. You can install WordPress in one click, manage domains easily, control everything without technical skills. Keycap 4 Customer Support. Hostinger offers 24/7 live chat support, knowledge base and tutorials. Support is decent for the price. It may not be the fastest in the world, but for cheap hosting, it does the job. Keycap 5 Security features. Hostinger includes free SSL certificate, Cloudflare protection, weekly backups, depending on plan. These features are enough for blogs, business websites, affiliate sites. Keycap 6 Pricing, the truth. Hostinger is cheap only if you choose the right plan duration. Intro prices are very low, but renewal prices are higher. However, even after renewal, it stays affordable compared to competitors. Pros of Hostinger: very affordable for beginners. Good speed for shared hosting. Easy-to-use dashboard. Strong global presence. Cons of Hostinger: renewal prices are higher. No phone support. Advanced features cost extra. Who should choose Hostinger? Hostinger is perfect if you are starting your first website, running a blog or portfolio site, on a tight budget, not expecting massive traffic. Now that we've reviewed Hostinger, Bluehost, and SiteGround, it's time to compare them and see which one is the best fit for you. Let's start with pricing. Hostinger offers the cheapest plans, starting at just $1.99 per month, making it perfect for beginners on a tight budget. Its renewal price ranges between $3 and $5 per month, which is still very affordable. Bluehost is slightly more expensive, with introductory plans around $2.95 per month and renewal prices of $8 to $10 per month. It is ideal for beginners who want a balance of affordability and reliability. SiteGround is the priciest among the three, starting at $3.99 per month with renewal costs of $14 to $20 per month. However, the extra cost comes with superior performance and support. When it comes to speed and performance, Hostinger is surprisingly fast for small to medium websites thanks to its light-speed servers and SSD storage. Bluehost provides consistent speed, which is sufficient for most beginner websites, but it's not the fastest option. SiteGround, however, stands out with top-tier speed, powered by Google Cloud infrastructure and advanced caching systems, making it the best choice if performance is your top priority. Uptime and reliability are also critical factors. Hostinger offers a stable 99.9% uptime, which is acceptable for most beginners. Bluehost provides strong uptime and consistent reliability, making it a safe choice for small businesses. SiteGround, with its robust infrastructure, ensures maximum uptime, which is essential for professional websites that cannot afford downtime. Customer support is another area where these hosts differ. Hostinger offers 24/7 live chat support, which is decent for beginners. Bluehost adds phone support alongside chat, making it more accessible and reassuring for those who might need guidance. SiteGround excels here with knowledgeable support agents available through live chat, phone, and ticket systems, making it the best option if you want minimal technical issues and fast solutions. Finally, security and ease of use are important considerations. All three hosts provide free SSL certificates and beginner-friendly dashboards. Hostinger and Bluehost keep things simple, while SiteGround includes advanced security features and daily backups, which are usually paid extras elsewhere. In summary, if you are on a tight budget and just starting, Hostinger is the best option. If you want reliability with moderate pricing, Bluehost strikes the perfect balance. And if speed, performance, and top-notch support are your priorities, SiteGround is worth the extra investment. By understanding your needs, you can confidently choose the hosting provider that actually works for your website. Even after choosing a budget hosting provider, many beginners make the same costly mistakes that can slow down their website, hurt their SEO, or even crash their site completely. One of the biggest mistakes is choosing hosting based only on the lowest price. Just because a plan costs $1 or $2 per month doesn't mean it's the best choice. If the servers are overloaded, or the company lacks proper support and security, your website will suffer in the long run. Another common mistake is ignoring renewal prices. Many hosting companies offer extremely low first-year prices to attract beginners, but after the initial period, the cost can increase drastically. Not checking this in advance can lead to surprises that break your budget. Always calculate the long-term cost before making a decision. Beginners also often fall for unlimited everything marketing tricks. Hosting companies might advertise unlimited storage, bandwidth, or websites, but in reality, these plans come with limitations or server restrictions. Understanding what unlimited actually means is essential before committing to a plan. A fourth mistake is neglecting website speed and performance. Many cheap hosting plans look good on paper, but if the server is slow or overloaded, your site will take too long to load. This can drive visitors away and negatively affect your Google rankings. Always prioritize speed alongside price. Finally, beginners often underestimate the importance of support and security. A low-cost hosting plan with poor customer support can turn a simple technical issue into a nightmare. Similarly, lacking basic security like SSL, backups, or malware protection can risk your website. Always choose hosting that provides solid support and essential security features, even if it costs a little more. By avoiding these common mistakes and following the tips we discussed earlier, you can ensure that your cheap hosting provider actually works for your website. Whether you choose Hostinger, Bluehost, or SiteGround, these precautions will save you time, money, and frustration in the long run. So, after reviewing Hostinger in detail, it's clear why it's one of the best options for beginners and anyone on a tight budget. With its affordable pricing, beginner-friendly dashboard, fast performance, reliable uptime, and helpful 24/7 support, Hostinger proves that cheap hosting can actually work without frustrating your website or breaking your budget. If you're starting your first website, blog, or small business site, Hostinger is the hosting provider you can trust. Just choose the plan that fits your needs, and you'll have a smooth, fast, and secure website experience from day one. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get more honest reviews and tips. Check the description for Hostinger links and detailed pricing so you can pick the perfect plan today. Also, comment below and let me know which Hostinger plan you're going for. I'd love to hear from you and help you make the right choice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.